I've got older, I've become more and more interested, and some people would say obsessed, with longevity and how to stay young as you age. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. And I'm actually 56 now, and as the years go on, I'm looking into more and more deeply how I can look young and how I can feel young, using kind of really all the natural techniques. I'm not talking about the plastic surgery, I'm not talking about performance enhancing drugs, although I am going to go into hormone replacement therapy in this video a little bit because I do take hormone replacement therapy. So I'm going to be talking about the 8 key areas that I think have really benefited me, and they're gonna benefit you, that help me stay young. So the first one, and it's key, it's the elixir of youth, is building and maintaining your muscle mass as you get older. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm not the only one that says this. The science is actually saying this now. I remember when I was first talking about this back in 2019, I felt like a lone voice that was telling women over 40 to take up strength training because it really is the elixir of youth. And I'm not talking about Pilates, I'm not talking about lifting some light kind of hand weights, I'm talking about heavy lifting like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like a bodybuilder. That's how I do it. You don't need to step into a gym to do that. You can do it from home, but it's really important that you're not afraid of lifting heavy, because building muscle is one of the key ways that you're going to experience longevity. It's going to help you actually burn more calories. It's going to reverse the signs of aging and make you much more mobile. It's going to prevent things like osteoporosis, and women and men that do this later on in life, they not only look better, they actually have a lot more mobility, and they're able to do things that perhaps people half their age can't do. And I actually interviewed Ernestine Shepherd, who is 87. She looks absolutely incredible, and she is still exercising like a 20-year-old. And that's partly because she lifts weights. So if you take nothing away from this video, please do, if you're looking for longevity and are actually looking younger, take up strength training. It's gonna make an amazing difference. The second key way that I've improved my longevity is ditching fad diets in favor of a high protein eating protocol. What I mean by ditching fad diets is it's not that you're going on a diet, it's that you're changing your lifestyle for good to incorporate more protein. Taking on more protein means changing your approach to eating for the rest of your life. So what you want to be doing is eating lean sources of protein like chicken, eggs, tofu, quinoa, even if you're plant-based, beans, that kind of thing, fish. You want to be doing that at every single meal. You can actually supplement with plant protein, and I've made a video all about protein which I'm going to link in the description, so you can watch that if you want to understand about getting your protein in. The number 3 way that I've improved my longevity is taking up walking. And walking is absolutely fantastic for your health. There are actually scientific studies that show you're really going to improve your health just by incorporating a small amount of walking. I always say to people, if you're not doing any walking, adopt 10 minutes a day. But the scientific studies show that if you're doing 20 minutes a day, it's really going to improve your health markers. So you want to incorporate that. I love women over 40, and I do this myself, to get in at least 7,000 steps a day. Currently, I'm averaging around 15,000 steps a day. You know, that's quite a lot because I am in the market for actually burning a few calories, and so that's why I get that amount of steps in. But you want to be getting in at least 7,000 steps per day, and 20 minutes a day of walking would actually get you the improvements in health markers, but 7k you're going to get fat burning. What that would mean is probably walking about 3 miles a day to get that in. So it's absolutely fantastic, both for your physical and your mental health. The number 4 key way you're going to improve your longevity and improve fat loss, by the way, when you're over 40 and, you know, generally getting older, is getting enough sleep. Now, I know that if you're anything like me and you're a menopausal woman, sleep's really hard to come by, isn't it? So it's about being intentional with your sleep, having a set sleep routine, so you're going to bed and getting up at the same time every day, losing technology right before you go to bed, so half an hour to an hour before you go to bed, lose that close screen time because that's really disruptive to your sleep. You might also want to consider sleep supplements. Ashwagandha, for example, is a really amazing one. The number 5 way that you can combat the signs of aging and stop skin aging is actually wearing sunscreen. The face cream that I use always has an SPF of around 20 or more. That becomes really, really important, and I know a lot of the skincare experts say it's never too late to adopt this. I pretty much adopted this quite late in life, you know, and I was one of these kind of sun worshippers when I was in my 20s, but it's never too late. So sunscreen is going to make a massive difference to preventing any further wrinkles on your skin. The number 6 way to improve your health and therefore your longevity is managing your stress levels. We lead extremely stressful lives, especially if you're like me and you live in the Western world. We have a lot going on. There's a lot of stimulation because of the digital age and social media activity. Sometimes it's really important to take a break from screen time, social media activity. I've started adopting mindfulness and meditation, which I find really, really helpful. Going back to the walking, and especially walking in nature, I find that really de-stresses me. And like with sleep, I have to get really intentional about managing my stress levels, because if I don't watch out, they can go through the roof. And so it's about taking time out to actually de-stress yourself, calm yourself down, so that you actually have the best chance of being in the best of health. And did you know that there's a strong link between poor health and stress levels? So it's not just about your lifestyle and kind of what you eat. Overeating and not exercising enough, they can bring on health problems, but stress can bring on health problems, both physical and mental health problems. So it's really important that you get that sorted, because the mind-body connection is so important, and especially as you age, it's gonna be really critical, and having a really positive outlook will really help you with that. I've come to find that taking time out for myself to do the things that I really enjoy is so important. Never feel guilty about that. So as women, we tend to be running around, especially if you're like me and you're in that sandwich generation where you're still potentially raising children, teenagers, you know, young 20-somethings, but you've also got elderly parents. And what can happen is you're doing everything for everyone else, maybe you've got a partner that you sort of take care of, or maybe you've got actual caring responsibilities. And if you've got that, it's really important to take time out of yourself. And so that's what I do. I have to be intentional about it. Sometimes I just take myself off, switch myself off from what I'm doing, traveling somewhere so that I can kind of completely switch off and do something different. And it could be kind of going out dancing. So it's whatever works for you. It's giving yourself that me time is really going to improve your health and therefore longevity. That's what I've learned over the years is really important. So just working and working and working and looking after other people and never taking time out for yourself is actually going to result in poor health. I haven't even talked about the stuff to do with actually looking after your body and reducing fat. Actually taking time out for yourself will really help with that. This is something that I've learned in the last couple of years by going down the route of taking hormone replacement therapy. Is I actually believe that it's actually going to help you stay young. So why is that? Well, there are a lot of physical benefits to taking hormone replacement therapy. So I currently take estrogen gel, progesterone tablets. I take a small amount of testosterone gel, which is actually the female dosage for that. And what I can tell you is my menopause doctor has mentioned so many health benefits. So although people think it's scary because there's a risk of cancer, and there was a study carried out quite a long time ago now where they believed there was a link to cancer, and that's actually been blown out of the water, and that specific study has been discredited because they actually did it on older females. And so what I would say is there's loads of health benefits. So now I have better energy levels. My doctor told me it's going to help me prevent osteoporosis, for example. You're going to reduce anxiety is another massive one. It's helped me generally reduce my menopause symptoms like hot flashes and night sweats. And there are now a number of studies that have shown hormone replacement therapy for menopausal women is actually going to benefit your long-term health. I'm not a doctor. Please do get a doctor's advice if you're thinking about going down that road. I've made a number of videos on HRT, so do check them out, but always get your doctor's advice before embarking on anything like this. I know I get comments and questions, and I can't answer your questions on HRT because I'm not medically qualified to do that, but it's something that you can sort of check out yourself with a medical professional, and you may just find, as it has done for me and many women that I know, it can be an absolute game changer. Let me know if you're going to adopt any of those 8 strategies that I believed has really helped me with my health, and they will help me with my long-term longevity. It's something I'm really getting interested in, almost obsessed with. So if you've got anything else that you know about that you would recommend, I would love you to leave a comment.